I'm in the club every time that they play.
So from
shout out to Keith for breaking it down.
Look, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Oh, wait, where's Keith? Is Keith around?
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition. If they even play the competition, then I seen the response they get.
It's not the it factor. It's the culture factor. The way that it's just being delivered, the way that it's said.
Okay, see.
Okay, I'm reloaded. What's up, you guys? This is Keith coming to you live from the new and improved KCA newsroom, the spot for you to get all your hip-hop and entertainment media news as we strive together to keep culture alive.
So shout out to Keith for breaking it down.
Look, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Oh, wait, where's Keith?
Play the competition. If they even play the competition, then I seen the response they get.
It's not the it factor. It's the culture factor. The way that it's just being delivered, the way that it's said.
Okay, see.
Okay, I'm reloaded. What's up, you guys? This is Keith coming to you live from the new and improved KCA newsroom, the spot for you to get all your hip-hop and entertainment media news as we strive together to keep culture alive.
So shout out to Keith for breaking it down.
Look, it's not just.
All right, you guys, I got it up and working. So, we got some shit to talk about, obviously. Let me make sure everybody. I want to know that I'm live. Is live. We got a lot to talk about today, you guys, and I'm gonna just jump right into it. Let me pull this up so I can see the chat. Well, damn. We underway. All right. Let me just add some game sliders real quick. She said, nah, not that one, not that one. Actually, it's right here. It's in this right here. Sorry, guys. I'm on my phone. Give me a second. The bots on my page. Crazy work. So many fucking bots, man. On my Twitter page. Is this the live stream? Yeah, it is. I should wait till we get to like 1,000 people in here to start talking, but I'm just gonna start talking because it's gonna get up. You guys retweet. Make my life easier so we don't have to wait and people don't have to go back and ask me what I'm talking about. Let me make sure the right screen is up on both. Everything's cooking and good looking. Put my fucking phone on the charger so we can have a good night. And we finna be locked in tonight. Alright, you guys, so as you can see on your screen, a big portion of what we're going to be talking about today has to do with the Jay-Z shit, with the Super Bowl and Lil Wayne. And, you know, I went on Twitter Spaces yesterday, and I didn't really say everything that I was going to say while I'm on live tonight, but I'm happy that I get to talk about it now. I haven't been live for a while. I've been on a grass-touching hiatus. And then I just decided like 3 or 4 days ago, like, okay, let me just hop back in the driver's seat and get back to the news. You guys hop in the chat. Let me know how you feeling while we talking. Make sure you guys is in the chat talking. I like when you guys are in the chat talking. So, if you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar, and I'm going to pull stuff up on the screen as well too. To be honest with you, I didn't even look at Kendrick's Super Bowl commercial or ad or whatever it was that he posted that everybody was talking about. Super Bowl videos. I'm gonna pull that up. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. So, all right, you guys. So Kendrick Lamar is headlining the Super Bowl 2025 in Louisiana, and a lot of people are upset, as they should be. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset. Like, you know, the name of my page is Keeping Culture Alive. I really love hip hop. I'm a student of the game, and to have this moment, and there's so many reasons why outside of just us having this moment, which would have been important to the culture, to have Wayne performing at the Super Bowl in his city. And Louisiana is one of the like most rich cities in culture, especially musically, and black culture, but just in general. And it's like a real big slap in the face to have the power, Jay-Z being the person having the power to make it so that Wayne can perform in his hometown and have a moment for the culture in Louisiana. And a part of the reason that I'm upset about that is that I know for a fact that Wayne has been being more acquainted and around Jay-Z because this moment was coming, and he spoke on him wanting to do the halftime show. His manager came on and said some things which we're going to get into as we go on, and alluded to the fact that, you know, they were around each other because Wayne was trying, like, that Super Bowl spot was being dangled in his face. And there's so many reasons that I want to talk about before I just start pulling stuff up on the screen. And the first thing that I want to say is that what I just said there is the very reason that upset me the most, because I already knew that Wayne had been around Jay-Z a lot more than usual in the last year since it was announced that the Super Bowl was going to be in Louisiana, and Wayne said that he wanted to do it. And so Jay-Z is the person in charge and is the person that can decide who gets to do the Super Bowl halftime show. Hence why Kendrick is doing it, because I'm not even trying to be funny. The white higher-up people, if they were the people picking, they would not have picked Kendrick. I don't know who they would have picked, but it wouldn't have been Kendrick. And, you know, this clearly was decisive on Jay-Z's part. Something else that I do know, just like with the Eminem situation, when Eminem said that he was going to refuse to perform if 50 Cent couldn't come out, and Jay-Z didn't want 50 Cent to come out, Jay-Z didn't want Wayne to bring out Drake and Nicki. And Nicki talked about that today on her Twitter too, but I said that shit yesterday. That was my first thought as soon as I seen it, and I just knew, because of the behind the scenes shit that goes on, that was one of the biggest deciding factors. Like, though it was in Louisiana, like what sense would it make to have Lil Wayne headline the Super Bowl and not bring out his two biggest artists under him, even if it's just for one song? And that would have been too much for Sean Carter. So let me pull this up on the screens real quick. Let me get you guys to where I'm at. Boom. I need to figure out a quicker way to do that. Kendrick, headlining Super Bowl 2025. Alright, this is my first time watching this.
Give me one more. Ah! Come on. Two more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom! I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Yay! That's what I'm talking about, man. Now we can get to it for real. Come on, you gotta make sure you catch him with the hands open like that. We running real routes, you gonna be messing up.
So, that was Kendrick's Super Bowl announcement, ad, commercial, video, whatever it's supposed to be. Let me get it back to where it has to be. So, before I dive into the whole Roc Nation, Jay-Z side and the calculated things that I think is going on, and we go over things I've been talking about on Twitter all day, which I'm also going to slide over on TikTok with all of this later while you guys are sleeping, get that up and running. As far as a rap battle goes between Drake and Kendrick, for Kendrick, this is a crazy look. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake has, I don't know the limitations of YouTube as far as it concerns with playing music, but I'm gonna still try. Drake said him big as the Super Bowl.
They're on me. I'm getting cooked. Check my six. Check my six. Fuck! No, it's all day.
I can't do this. Where's the actual song, man? And that is why, as far as rap beef is concerned, Kendrick is spanking Drake. And like I told y'all earlier this year, I knew Kendrick was going to win the battle. I'm disappointed in Drake. I'm Young Money to the death of me. I just had to call it like I seen it, and I knew Kendrick would win. But Kendrick is really beating Drake at his own games right now. Everything that Drake did to Meek, Kendrick is like assassinating Drake. But Kendrick is getting help. From who? Well, one of those people obviously being the man that put him on the Super Bowl halftime show, Jay-Z. And people have been speculating this all year, and I've talked about it and the connections and him always being on songs with Beyonce. There's some connections over there with TDE and Jay-Z and Roc Nation or whatever. And that's a different conversation for a different day when we start talking about snitch talk and who should be affiliated with who. And we'll get into that later this week because that is going to be a big topic. But I just want to give Kendrick his 10s. Like, chess move, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake came, first person shooter. They was taking shots at Kendrick. Basically, Kendrick was supposed to be in the song. They said big as the Super Bowl, and now Kendrick has the longest running top 10 in hip hop this year, the highest selling song in hip hop this year, which is also a Drake diss record. 8 Drake up in the rap battle, lyrically, song wise, hit wise, narrative wise, and it just continues to add insult to injury. And I don't feel bad because this is rap and it's exactly what Drake would do to somebody else. So I don't really care about that part. The part that I care about, once again, the Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and all of this. But before we get into that, I have to lay the groundwork for you. So, of course, I did a little thread today on Twitter, like I always do. Pull that up for you. Pull that up for you. Check my phone, see how the comments is doing. Let me tell you, you know she let my DMs is funny right now. You guys, retweet the motherfucking live, or I'm gonna get off the motherfucking live. And I'm gonna just upload a video on YouTube talking about it, and it won't be no motherfucking live. Hit the fucking retweet button. But let me see what the comments are saying too. Don't forget we're live on YouTube if you're on Twitter. Don't forget we're live on Twitter if you're on YouTube. Let me check these comments and see what everybody's saying. And why did I come here? Oh yeah, I came here to get into this thread. This is what we're about to get into. I want to make a really big point with this thread that I made today. We're going to lay it all out. We're going to talk about it. It's just a lot of wild work to get into. Bots all around in my notifications. So, first of all, before I start, I want to say hi, bots. The bots are watching. They have released the bots all over my page. I see you. I won't retweet you. I won't even respond to you. Now, the bots who I already got to talk to, because I didn't know they was bots when I started talking to them, but I'm going to just keep talking to y'all so y'all could act like I don't know y'all are bots. I'm going to let y'all stay around. But the other bots, the new bots, all these other bots that's coming, the bot, like the fucking Transformers, you niggas, you not getting no retweets, no like, no interaction. But I see you, though. The bots be real convincing sometimes. They be sounding like people. But, so yeah, let's get into this shit. So, I want to lay the groundwork for the type of business that Roc Nation is into. And this is just day one. And Roc Nation is not the only thing that I'm going to talk about this week. But somehow, I'm going to show you how so many things that I talk about in the industry are going to lead back to this 3 group of people right here. Snitch number 1 in the middle. Snitchette on the side, on the left, Jay-Z. And the what do you call him? What do you call him, man? He's the man. I mean, he's the man, but she looked like she be strapping both of them down. So, Snitchette number 1 on the side, Snitchette number 2 on the other side. If you don't know, that's Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, and her husband, OG Juan Perez, the president of Roc Nation Sports. Jay-Z has known Juan since they in the 90s, to my knowledge, or maybe a little bit even before that. And Desiree Perez, aka Gonzalez, is a big snitch, but that's not the main story of tonight. But it is important to know that Desiree was a part of a cartel, and she really thinks that she's like Pablo Escobar or something. And we'll get into that a little bit more as I do the news down the week. There's so much to talk about that I could never just like, you know what I'm saying? Like we could never get into all of this in one night. You feel me? Like we could never get into all of this on one night. AJ is really with the YouTube game. See, I say bots and they come right. I say the word bot and the bots come running like a motherfucking marathon, man. I kid you not. Like, not even in my likes, like literally talking to me. Leave me alone. Just go away. Just let me do my shit. Let me do my show, bots. Let me do my show. Alright, so the word of the day that I used at KCA today was collusion, I think bribery and intimidation. And you'll see why. I should have added blackmail up there, but I think we all know what blackmail is. I would hope that we all know what blackmail is. So, I got you guys on this screen, right? Let me check the live, how it's looking, what screen I have it on, because I don't even know. I'm not looking on my phone right now. I think I got you guys on the right screen. Yeah, I got you guys on the right screen. So, let's start with this A-Rod shit. So, I think this was like around back 2013, 14. I remember I was in high school, and it was a big story. A-Rod had got, and I didn't, at that time, I didn't know this part of the story. I found this out maybe like 2-3 years ago. But it's just, it feels more relevant to post today. I've been wanting to talk about Desiree for a while, but I just feel like talking about her this week is more befitting. You know? It just feels right. It just feels like the time. It just feels good. It just feels nice, you know? So, yeah, for the culture. Alex Rodriguez, aka A-Rod, who we all know, like one of the best baseball players of all time, he was going to quit baseball until former drug mole and ex-convict Desiree Perez convinced the Yankees slugger to fight the MLB over PED suspension. Now, he was being suspended for using steroids, I believe, or they said performance enhancement drugs, whatever type of specific drug he was using. I don't know if it was specifically steroids. And this is how sick Desiree is. Now, A-Rod was good with stepping down. He didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, I got caught. It is what it is. He worth $240 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got, you know, he's rich. Baseball money is good money. And he was ready to retire, sit down, and take his losses until Jay-Z's star snitch, federal informant / intimidator came in. And they have history with A-Rod. Now, they're all from New York. He played for the Yankees, and A-Rod was one of the first celebrities, if not, yeah, he was on opening night of the 40/40 Club back in, like, I think around 2004, around that time. So they have a history with A-Rod. He signed to Roc Nation Sports, and Desiree basically told him, no, you're not going to retire. You're going to play. And so, honestly, this is, I don't like that. It's 666 viewers. Somebody drop off. Somebody come on. That's an angel number, though. Where was he at? Oh, yeah. So, I guess I'll just read the article, which I hate doing. But I'll get into the article. Multiple sources told the Daily News that A-Rod's last chance for a dignified exit ended when he turned to Desiree Perez, a Manhattan nightclub manager with a lengthy criminal record and close links to hip-hop mogul Jay-Z. Now, this was before she was even CEO of Roc Nation. She was just... she wasn't working at Roc Nation Sports, but she was working at Roc Nation at the time. But people really known her for being the manager of the 40/40 Club. But we'll get into that later this week. We're talking about their business tactics today. So, and here's, you see the little ticker, you see the mouse thing? Follow. While Perez is not an employee, officer, or agent of Jay-Z's new agency, Roc Nation Sports, sources say she is a major behind-the-scenes influence. So what does that mean? And I'm laying the scene out real slow and nice tonight. What does that mean? That means that Desiree didn't even hold a job at Roc Nation Sports at the time. But we know her husband was running Roc Nation Sports at the time, but that doesn't mean legally that she has any input or jurisdiction over the business over there. She's not legally working over there, but according to this article and according to sources, and this is official from the Daily News, she was calling the shots long before she was even CEO. And I try to tell people all the time, I really think Desiree is wearing the pants over there. You know what I'm saying? She's the head snitch in charge. She holds all the cards. She could send everybody to jail. She's an informant. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Drake Latto thing. Unfortunate situation for Drake. Alright, so while Perez is not an employee or officer, well, we read that. She's directly involved with the athletes, one baseball insider said. She has a lot of power. Yo, the MLB really was not playing with this lady. I can't wait to finish telling the story. So, Perez is also a convicted felon with a long and wild history as a DEA cooperating witness and then fugitive. She wore wires to meet with cartels, if you know what the rest is going to say. But she declined interviews. Sources say Perez was behind much of A-Rod's failed legal and PR strategy last summer. Rodriguez describes her as a longtime friend, like I told you guys when I first started talking about it. Now, he said he made his own decision, but sources say A-Rod's failed legal and PR strategy last summer were due to Desiree. According to sources fueled by animus toward MLB and distrust of the Yankees, Perez called for blood last summer. She urged Rodriguez to fight MLB on biogenesis, even though the league's investigators had flipped the anti-aging clinic's propriety on Anthony. That's what it says, Anthony? Proprietor Anthony. Oh, the proprietor Anthony. Okay, so I'm just trying to lay the scene out for you guys. So already they're saying Desiree Perez called for blood. She was out for blood against the Yankees, and is there one more? Against the Yankees and the MLB. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that was the beginning of the downfall that we're seeing today, because that's when you get too big for your bridges and you start overstepping boundaries and start getting in places and start coming with people that you think you can quit like that because you let the sauce get to your head. But let me finish getting to the article and then we're gonna finish talking. So, according to one source with inside knowledge of A-Rod's strategy, Perez demanded that Rodriguez fight and accused the 7-time All-Star of letting MLB and the Yankees drive him from the game. So, her strategy was to lie on the Major League Baseball Association and the Yankees. That's what she told A-Rod. To lie on the MLB and the Yankees when he had already got caught using performance enhancement drugs. So these are the type of strategies that Roc Nation uses. And a lot of you people think that they're a reputable business and they do good business and you see these brand deals. But a lot of the things that they have are from shady business deals, leveraging Beyonce's relationship with Jay-Z, the fact that Desiree is intimidating, a snitch, and has friends in law enforcement and government, and she's been a government agent since 1994, and then she went on the run, and then they found her, snatched her back up, and they really put her to work. Public knowledge. These are the things that they do. Roc Nation, in my opinion, and this here is an opinion, is an entity set up to run congruent with the corrupt law enforcement and government officials that exist, and kind of be like a form of the new hip-hop police, but in a less aggressive way, and monitoring their culture and trying to guide the culture. So kind of like the hip-hop police, but not so in your face about it. People get locked up, people go to jail, people end up dead. A lot of things happen, but they're just able to run it in a seemingly legit way. Now, I'm not saying they're the hip-hop police. I just said this is an opinion. That's how I feel, but that's how it's starting to look for real when you really get into the thick of it, and then you see how they do business. I'm not even at the end of this story, and this is just the first story in the thread. And I could have went all day with this, but I think the picture was made, so I didn't make the thread too long. Let me see how my DM is looking like. Let me ignore that Teletubby. So Her combative stance came at a pivotal time for Rodriguez. He was recovering from a second hip surgery in 4 years and angling to protect his massive contract amid emerging evidence of performance enhancement drugs. So he was coming off a major injury. Second hip surgery in 4 years. And not only did she disregard that and try to get him back on the field and not think about how that could affect him physically and his health-wise. So you're not even doing this because you really have A-Rod's best interest at heart. This clearly is for personal gain with Roc Nation. And because they represent him, it would be a good look to have him still playing. But for you to not even care that this is his second hip injury and you're telling him to lie on the MLB and on the New York Yankees, two of the most highly regarded entities in like the last 500 years of modern time, the fucking MLB and the Yankees, there's no bigger money other than soccer than baseball money. They right there with each other. Baseball and soccer, it don't get no bigger than that. So that's why I say they got so used to colluding and running around and scheming and tricking and friends in high places, so they get away with it for a while, but you make enemies on the way while you do it. And having enemies such as the Major League Baseball Association and the people over there at the Yankees, those are not the type of enemies you want to have. Because one thing that we should all know in this world, I don't fear no white man, but the world is set up so that white men are in power. So when you, who are already supposed to be a house nigger, and whatever Desiree is supposed to be, the house alien to the house nigger, I can't say Nigger, so you know what I'm saying, the house nigger, Jay-Z, you stepping out of line. You got your little pit bull / strap-on pal, because God knows who's really running the show over there. You got her over there intimidating, lying on, blackmailing, and colluding against major sports associations, because it's not just the MLB, but the MLB is one of the most powerful ones. And I'm here to tell you, if it was not for her doing this, a lot of us would not really have proof or know about her criminal history. But she pissed off the wrong white people. Probably the wrong Jewish white people. Probably both. A little regular ones, a little Jewish ones. But listen, this one came back to bite them in the ass in the long run. Because this is never going anywhere. They try to wipe this off the internet a lot. So you disregarded who was supposed to be a quote-unquote longtime friend who was having his second hip surgery in 4 years, and you know he's taking performance enhancement drugs, and he's on a $260 million contract where he could lose his money. And so because the MLB was being gracious enough to allow him to announce his own retirement, get his funds, move on, and still be a rich man, no, that wasn't enough for greedy Desiree and Jay-Z. No, they wanted it all. They wanted him to go kill himself on that baseball field like a fucking slave after his second hip injury, and he's over there taking steroids and able to play. But no, you gonna get your ass out there and work for Roc Nation, and you gonna slave how Jay-Z got a slave for them white men that he slaves for. That's what was going on, folks. It's all here. So Levine declined, telling Rodriguez that his problem was with the MLB, not the team, being the Yankees. Perez confronted, being Desiree, A-Rod with demands to return to the field, according to one source familiar with the strategy. So again, Roc Nation is management, and management is supposed to work for the client. She's not even a part of Roc Nation Sports at this time. I want to make that very clear too. She's over here strong-arming deals against the MLB and all of that, but she wasn't even working for Roc Nation Sports at the time. So they're allowing her to just run over there and threaten one of the most powerful entities in business and in entertainment. It's when you get arrogant and narcissistic and you think you can run around and do whatever you want because you have friends in high places, but everybody got friends in high places when you're doing this shit, don't they? And everybody having friends in high places, yeah, it all goes back up to the same place, but it's just like anything else. Everybody ain't best friends. So you might have friends in high places, and other people might have friends in high places, and other people are the high places, but they sure learned their lesson with this at the MLB. I'll tell you that. Let me keep going. So, let me check the comments real quick. My phone's overheating. Got it on the fast charger. Let me see what the streets are saying in the comments. I gotta check both comment sections, folks. Everything me I do, them I follow. Everything me I do, them I follow. Them I follow. Them I follow. Everything me I do, them I follow. What's good? Well, I tell you, I don't be knowing something. All right, so, yo, y'all want to know what's funny? When the bot, and it don't even just be bots, it be burners too. It be, cause on burner pages, some people go on their bot pages and use it as a burner so they could spy. The bots be talking to me, and people be hopping on their burners talking to me and getting in my DMs like we best friends. DM, hey Keys. First of all, don't call me Keys. Keys is my nickname, and it's up here, and y'all see it, and that's cool. But don't just be calling me Keys, hopping in my DMs like you about to call me. Motherfuckers don't even be saying, hey, what's up? People just be messaging me like I knew them since high school. Like, hey, what's up? What's the tea today? What you doing? What you got planned? Nigga, you. These bots is crazy. And the burners too. But I've been ignoring them. So, back to this right here. Twitter, if for people on you, Twitter is a fucking hoot. I am launching, what's that? TikTok. Instagram is going to come last because Instagram is Instagram. I don't really care about Instagram, but yes, we'll finally be launching TikTok tomorrow. I would have did it today, but I had a Starbucks situation that I might tell y'all about later, depending on how long I'm up here. It's already late on the East Coast, and I am going to go live earlier tomorrow. But anyways, at one point, back to the Desiree Perez and Roc Nation's fiasco. At one point, after Rodriguez missed a minor league rehab game because of a tight quad and the Yankees asked him to return for an MRI, Desiree helped locate a doctor to review. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. I can't even read it because that shit's so outrageous that y'all don't understand the, like, bro. It's the same thing that happened with Tory, bro. Roc Nation went and found another doctor. With the Tory case, I was at the trial. There was one doctor, and then there was a second doctor. Who you think found the second doctor? Oh, man, I can't wait to really just... It's only fucking Monday, man. I got so much fucking to talk about, man. So much. But I gotta take it day by day and set the scene. So that's what we're doing. Now... Oh, Kanye didn't do the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, I forgot. That's crazy. Reading my DMs, Pete. Amber, I hope you're listening, because this part right here, I didn't even read. This is crazy. Amber, I hope you're listening, because this, I had to take a break. This is crazy. Perez helped locate a doctor to review the test and find there was no strain. This lady found a doctor, most likely paid him to doctor up some results so this man could go and put... Mind you, this man's over here on his second hip surgery. Probably in dire pain. Taking performance enhancement drugs. Something like steroids, for those of you who don't know, but maybe not exactly that. I don't know what the specific drug was. But this is the devil. This man probably walking around in pain every day. Your hip surgery. You know what your hip is? She like, nah, you gonna get your ass out there on that field and make some Roc Nation dollars. Crazy, bro. Crazy. And this, I'm going to highlight this very specific part when I get into tomorrow. Because I gotta talk about the thing that happened with Tory, which leads back to Roc Nation, obviously, and his cell getting raided, but it's only Monday. These people are sick, man. Y'all have to really... The information is out there for you to go find how these people move, bro. No one's lying on these people when people say these people are the devil. No one's doing that. These people have killed people, put people in jail. We'll say allegedly on the kill. I'm very light allegedly on that. I have gotten people fired from their jobs, made people lose money, have made people go to psych wards, like these like just the worst low type of the low, don't take care of their own. Just disgusting. And yet, even with all that, right, Jay-Z still gonna always be one of my favorite rappers, but he's a sick man And he sends this little alien-looking pit bull in a skirt around all the time to do her little snitch DEA, FBI, government informant bidding for his ass. Hi, man. So, the plan backfired when SNY in the news reported that the orthopedist, Dr. Michael Gross, had been disciplined by the New Jersey State Board of Medical Examiners for failing to adequately ensure proper patient treatment involving the prescribing of hormones. So let's run that back a little bit, right? The news reported that the orthopedist, Dr. Michael Gross, had been disciplined by the New Jersey State Board of Medical Examiners for failing to adequately ensure proper patient treatment involving the prescribing of hormones. He was not adequately, accurately, he was misdiagnosing people and giving out the wrong things to them, so they were not getting the proper care. And of course, a cartel snitch, ex-cartel general, would have a crooked doctor on standby. Now, if she has a crooked doctor that she can pay on standby, like we're fucking watching Power, this shit's like an episode of Power. It's like some real, like, Power, like, y'all not getting it. This is fucking like an episode of Power, real life. This woman went and got a crooked doctor that's on payroll, that's in trouble with the board, faked some test results, misdiagnosed, misprescribing people. All to the MLB, and all while not even working in an official capacity for Roc Nation Sports at the time. But y'all don't acting like y'all not privy and hip to what goes on in this, you know. Hey, Amber's listening, guys. Amber is listening. No, Amber, listen real quick. I'm gonna talk to Amber even though I'm not on live. Amber, this bitch got a doctor, a fucking doctor. Like, this is like some real life power. She got a crooked doctor on the cartel payroll and took this nigga to the Major League Baseball Association. Is she out of her rabbit ass ugly mind? And then the people gonna get online and act like Nikki is crazy when she be talking about these people. Like, hey, like Dame Dash crazy. It's the kind of crooked doctor. This bitch took down 2 cartels. Desiree, does your son Justin know about all of this stuff? I want to know. Does your son Justin Perez know you're a criminal? Does Justin Perez, the son of Desiree Perez, a.k.a. Desiree Gonzalez, does her son know he's a criminal? And you know, before I finish, I just wanna know. Alright, Dios míos, Dios. Everything be on my page. So, Desiree, I'm talking to you, girl. Look at this innocent face. Does he look like he knows his mother and father are snitches and drug lords and money traffickers? Does your son know? Is he up on his good foot? Does Justin know about all of this? Because I'll tell him. The chat is so funny. Yo, alright, back to this. Desiree! Does Justin know about your crimes? Does he know about the body count you have? Does he know about the 77 pounds of cocaine you was smuggling, bitch? Does he know you was trying to blackmail the NFL? While you was trying to get him to be in the NBA? Does he know y'all covered up a rape at a college? Does your son know? Desiree, does Justin know? We need to know if Justin knows. Someone needs to get this lady's son well aware, because if he doesn't know, he's in danger. His face looks innocent. You think he knows his parents are drug lords, snitch cartel, money trafficking, money laundering killers? You think he's in on it? You think he knows? Well, that's a story for another day this week that we'll get into. We're just not there yet. We're just not there yet. Oh, man. Does your son know you're a crooked con? You can't make this shit up, man. All right, y'all. I was talking about Fred for a second because that was crazy. Like, I mean, so this was her ploy to expose the Yankees and take retirement out of Alex's hands. Do you hear that? Expose the Yankees and take retirement out of Alex's hands. Now, one has to ask themselves, this is the CEO of the entire Roc Nation right now. What type of tactics do you think they're using in the music industry side? If they're willing to do this, and this is just one of many stories that I have for you tonight, people. Just one of many stories that I have for you tonight. Well, Tiff, we'd rather have all eyes on the Super Bowl than all eyes on that flop shit that's going down this week, which we won't mention. Rather have all eyes on the Super Bowl than that flop shit that's going down this week, huh? So, them ratings about to be nasty. Yo, my phone, my message just got me cracking up, yo. I just stubbed my toe. Yo, by Friday, y'all gonna be laughing like how I'm laughing when I get done this week. Trust me. If you hear every day, you gonna get to play. If you hear every day, you gonna get to play with me because you gonna know why I'm laughing so hard. All of this is so funny. All of this is so funny. Can y'all retweet before I black out the screen and stop telling y'all the story? Because look, I ain't even. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I didn't even get to the fucking good part of all that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even get to the box niggas and all that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even really get to the good shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just heating that shit up. You know, just put that shit on 375. I ain't even popped nothing in the motherfucking oven yet. You feel me? I'm just heating this shit up. This shit ain't even warm yet. It's just starting to sizzle. It ain't even there yet. It's only Monday. It's only Monday. We only been up here for a little while. We only been up here for about 43 minutes. I ain't even get into the good fuck yet. You know? Wow. Yo, I say bots, they send more. Yo, this how I know. Yo, side note, you guys, I gotta blurt this out every random moment while I'm on live. You guys, I'm about to sound like I'm not serious, but I am. I'm just laughing right now. I'm in fear for my life. Roc Nation has my address, which was obtained to them by one of the artists that they are ghost managing, and I fear for my safety every day. They have bloggers on their payroll who have talked about my address and having eyes on me, and I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating right now and shaking, and you know, I just get so nervous and I'm so scared to talk about all these things because they got my address at Roc Nation, and you know, they've been sending it around and passing it to bloggers, and you know, so I just want to put that PSA out there that, you know, Roc Nation does have Keith's address, and they are using it as a threatening scare tactic in a ghost kind of way, but, you know, fuck it, right? I'm not joking, though. They really do got my address. They really do got my address. Oh, well, right? And the story goes on. So, despite the goof... Oh, no. Okay, so we said her ploy was to expose the Yankees and keep A-Rod out of retirement, which obvious is devious if he's saying they're longtime friends. They're nothing of the sort. The trauma. The pain and agony and suffering that I'm in. I'm in so much. I'm so nervous. All I could do is laugh because they got my address. I'm so scared. Suffering. Pain. That evil devil pussy bitch gave them my address. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm hyperventilating. I can't breathe. Y'all see this? I'm real scared. Hold on. Let me breathe. No, y'all, but y'all laughing and y'all not gonna take me serious, and I'm dead ass serious. Yo, I'm dead ass serious. Roc Nation got Marquis' address. All All right. I just had to throw that out there. You know, they be blowing cars up and planes be crashing and shit. I had to let y'all know. It's not funny, but it's funny. But y'all, it's not funny. It's a serious thing. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna get real serious. All right, back. So, Desiree Perez thought she had a gotcha moment when Gross said the MRI didn't indicate a strain. But them white people at the MLB said, we rich, bitch. We got more money than you, snitch. We are billionaires on top of billionaires. We are the Major League Baseball Association. So what did they do? They went and found out that the cartel general, ex-cartel general snitch and her new snitch cartel for the government, they went and found out that she got a snitch cartel aiding and abetting doctor. And he faked the results. Yo, I'm being serious. Get out my face, bro. I'm being bad serious. I'm being bad serious. How more serious could I be? I'm scared for my life. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I gotta fight for my motherfucking life. Yo. Hop in, losers. We're going shopping. What movie is that from? Is that from Mean Girls? Is that from Mean Girls or White Chicks? I can't remember, but I know it was one of them two. Y'all probably listening to me, cracking up. So, despite the goof, A-Rod was apparently still taking Perez's advice on August 2nd after smacking a home run in Trenton during his minor league rehab assignment. Rodriguez told the media that the Yankees and MLB were conspiring to push him out of baseball. And you know why he said that? Because Desiree told him to! And I don't just think that. There's proof. We haven't gotten through the whole article yet. So, to sum up so far for the people that's just getting on with the A-Rod story. A-Rod was taking some form of a performance enhancement drug, i.e. an example like a steroid, but not necessarily that. The MLB and the Yankees were going to give him an easy out after they found out that he breached his $260 million contract by taking performance enhancement drugs, which is illegal to do when you play for one of the majors in any sports association. They were going to allow him to gracefully retire, exit, get his money, be on his rich way. But then Desiree had a talk, and I don't know what they got on A-Rod. I don't know. Because, mind you, A-Rod had 2 hip surgeries at the time in 4 years. So he was injured, taking drugs, in pain, got caught, and ready to leave. Desiree came to A-Rod, and I don't know if these were the exact words, but I'm going to pretend to you. I'm going to tell you what I think happened in that conversation. I feel like Desiree said, listen here. And then insert whatever dirt they have on A-Rod. Don't play with me. This is what we about to do. And then she came, and then she said, we're going to lie on the MLB, the Major League Baseball Association, and the Yankees. That's what she told the nigga to do. This is the type of management company Roc Nation is. And to add insult to injury, right? This is how you know Desiree's in charge over there. She wasn't even the CEO of Roc Nation at the time, nor was she working at Roc Nation Sports. Now, to make matters even worse, A-Rod, I guess, had a strain. She went and got one of her aiding and abetting criminal friend doctors to fake a test or results so that A-Rod could play. But then the MLB said, no, la bruja, you witch! You evil alien Hispanic witch! You devil worshipping ex-general cartel snitch! Not on the MLB's watch, no. So the MLB, they went and dug up her dirt, and they found out that the doctor was a criminal, and he lied. And so that's where we are, people. That's where we are. And I just, for the other people that missed it, I just wanted to know if Desiree's son know that she's such a dirty, dirty witch. Dirty witch. Dirty devil worshiping, hex casting witch. Desiree. Ho, the things that you've lied about, even pertaining to your son and your dead ex-husbands, we will get into this week. Yeah. I'm unhinged as fuck sometimes. I be having fun. Like, of course I be pushing their buttons. Hold the control of the game. Like, keep it a stack. Just as if we keeping it crack. Bad little redhead, that bitch just flopped. I think that's the pink elephant in the room. Rodriguez's attorneys knew immediately that his attack would derail the diplomacy required for a settlement. So let's get into this. This is important. A-Rod's lawyers said that they didn't agree what Desiree was doing because it would ruin a diplomatic or amicable resolution and settlement for A-Rod to be on his merry little way after he got caught. So we can move on. You guys basically got the picture of what happened with that situation. Desiree came up with a scheme to lie and say that the MLB and the Yankees were trying to force A-Rod out of baseball. None of those things were true. He was dead in the wrong. He didn't care that he was in the wrong. But the last part that I want to say is that he was... Let's see. Sources told the news that A-Rod listens to Desiree and others in Jay-Z's circle because he hopes to become an agent himself, perhaps even joining the hip-hop star's fledgling agency. So once again, and we'll see as we go down, Roc Nation dangling things in people's face to get them to do what they want them to do, and the people will get fucked in the end, and Roc Nation doesn't care what happens to you. Let's listen to Choke No Joke.
The MLB. When I didn't break this news. You know who broke this news? The MLB. When she was managing A-Rod and fucked up their deal with the MLB. So they said, who the fuck is this girl? So they researched her, and then bam, oh, she's a fucking drug kingpin. Bam, the story comes out, and they put, hold on, I ain't finished talking. And they put her on the front of the newspaper. Now everybody's like, oh, we know who she is. That's the 40-40 girl. Now everybody knows who she is. Now you know you.
So one more time, I'm cussing out. I don't care. One more time. Desiree started a fight with the MLB and they exposed all her business and nobody knew she was a snitch till she did this. She's so stupid.
I didn't break this news. You know who broke this news? The MLB. When she was managing A-Rod and fucked up their deal with the MLB. So they said, who the fuck is this girl? So they researched her, and then bam, oh, she's a fucking drug kingpin. Bam, the story comes out, and they put, hold on, I ain't finished talking. And they put her on the front of the newspaper. Now everybody's like, oh, we know who she is. That's the 40-40 girl. Now everybody knows who she is. Now you know you find out she's OG Wan's wife. Now you know that these are the niggas that been hitting Jay with the work from way back then, and niggas in Harlem, fucking down the Alpo. You know what I'm saying? So now I didn't break this news. You know who broke this news? The MLB. When she was managing A-Rod and fucked up their deal with the MLB. So they said, who the fuck is this girl? So they researched her, and then bam, oh, she's a fucking drug kingpin. Bam, the story comes out, and they put, hold on, I ain't finished talking. And they put her on the front of the newspaper. Now everybody's like, oh, we know who she is. That's the 40-40 girl. Now everybody knows who she is. Now,
all right, people, I was eating my Cheez-Its. Where my weed go? Who knows? I'll put it somewhere. All right. So, the world may have never known that Desiree was a snitch if she didn't come at the MLB like that. Well, let's get into Roc Nation and boxing. Oh, this is a doozy. I just found out about this one 4 days ago. This is some shady shit. Ladies and gentlemen, who here has already read the thread? If you haven't, I suggest you do. Let me see what my sis July just sent me before we get onto the boxing part, guys. First day back. How we looking first day back? First day back, 300K. Hold on. Hold on, let me pop my shit. First day back doing the news. That's gonna touch 300K. On a light day. Twitter I've got down. It's time to move on to the other places, which is why we're live on YouTube. I will be. Let's chat a little bit before we move on to the boxing. Let's have a little talk. Let's have a little Roc Nation intermission. I am going to be uploading smaller, focused YouTube videos on little topics, maybe about 10-15 minutes. That will happen starting tomorrow. I would have did it today, but shit, the way the news broke today, I had to just jump on this and do what I had to do and do what I was supposed to do. Mute this. Yeah. So, yo, that's crazy. I had the desktop audio muted on Twitter this whole time, so y'all couldn't even hear that video that I was playing. But YouTube got it, so it's okay. But I'm gonna play it for Twitter one more time, people. I'm gonna play it for Twitter one more time. Play it for Twitter one more time.
You know who broke this news? I didn't break this news. You know who broke this news? The MLB. When she was managing A-Rod and fucked up their deal with the MLB. So they said, who the fuck is this girl? So they researched her, and then bam, oh, she's a fucking drug kingpin. Bam, the story comes out, and they put, hold on, I ain't finished talking. And they put her on the front of the newspaper. Now everybody's like, oh, we know who she is. That's the 40-40 girl. Now everybody knows who she is. Now you find out she's OG Juan's wife. Now you know that these are the niggas that been hitting Jay with the work from way back then, and niggas in Harlem, fucking down the Alpo.
The person who headlights I kicked in today when I was at Starbucks looked just like this man. I swear. He was Mexican though. I think this is a Puerto Rican, but bald headed, looked just like this, chubby stomach. Kicked his headlights in today. Very unfortunate situation for him, not for me, but for him. I really didn't care. Look at my liquid newsroom. I'm sorry, y'all. These cheeses is so good, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna take one more. Then I'm gonna talk. Hold on. These damn cheeses is good. Good motherfucker, goddamn. Damn. God damn. Amber, he's somewhere minding his business. Staying out of this fucking they got going on. You know. Bots and burners and all types of rodents running around. Alright, you guys, but like I was saying, I'm gonna be on TikTok starting tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming. I have a lot of stuff to do on TikTok. There's gonna be like little commentary segments, and then every Monday and Friday, I'm gonna get into the music. Obviously, the charts come out on Monday. New music drops on Friday. So every Friday and Monday, I will be on live, and we'll be going over the music roundup or whatever. But I'm really excited to do the little focus videos that I'm gonna be doing in the. Look at me, I done fucked the stream up in the KCA newsroom. Which is this right here, what you're looking at. I haven't even gotten to the Miley Cyrus part of the Super Bowl. And I haven't even finished getting back to the Super Bowl, guys. We are going to get back to the Super Bowl. I'm just trying to show you. When I talk about the Super Bowl, I don't want no motherfucking questions after I show y'all the type of business tactics that these people use, which is why we're talking about it in the first place. So, let's get on our good foots and get back to this. So, Roc Nation Sports offered box. You gotta be kidding me. Roc Nation Sports offered boxer Demetrius Andrade $500,000 to sign with them for management, and dreams of becoming a commercial crossover star. Whole time it was just now. I don't gotta read it. Y'all can go read it. I wrote it. I don't gotta read it. Jay offered this boxer $500,000 to sign with him. And they told him that he could be a crossover star, like how they have A-Rod and all these other people, and do commercials and promising brand deals. And all he had to do was cancel a fight that he had coming up on Showtime, the network Showtime. And you know, they would sign him. He would be the first signee to Roc Nation Boxing and all this stuff that they promised him. So let's get into the story. And this is when I say intimidation, blackmail, collusion, bribery. This is bribery. bribing people to get things, but it's like you bribing them, but you didn't even give them what you were supposed to give them. Y'all, look, I'm telling you, I'm peeling the layers back slow. Like, this week is gonna, this, bro. Yeah, them cheese. Look, why would you tag me in a video of you eating Cheez-Its? Because now I'm about to go back in the bag and eat some more Cheez-Its. Yo, it's not my fault. Somebody in the comments started talking about Cheez-Its. I had to dig my hand back in the bag. Impulsive. Bro. Somebody over there gotta be listening to Mama Live, because the way they sent the bots after I started talking about the bots is crazy. I say bot, they sent 50 more. So, Jay-Z and his new boxing agency attempted to lure away a rising young boxing star with promises of fame and fortune, even though he was signed with rival promoters and a new lawsuit claims. The Bronx-based promoter Joe DeGuardia of Star Boxing and Artie Paluyo of Banner Promotions filed a $20 million suit on Wednesday in New York. And this is a couple years back, maybe like 2-3. They filed a $20 million suit against Jay-Z Roc Nation Sports and saying they intentionally interfered with an exclusive promotional agreement. According to a copy of the complaint obtained by the Daily News, Jay-Z's Roc Nation Sports offered to give Andre $550,000 to reject a fight. And that was going to be on Showtime, like I told you guys. The suit adds that Andre pulled out of the Showtime deal, but the former WBO junior middleweight champion never received the money he was promised by Roc Nation. It gets deeper. Also never purchased his contract from DeGuardia and Paluyo, who were his managers at the time. And then making it worse, he lost his, WBO junior middleweight title because he was not active. So let's break that down. Roc Nation offered this man $550K to drop out of his fight, and they said that they would buy him out of his current management contract. He pulled out of the fight, told his management he would be signing with Roc Nation. Once the fight was canceled, and I don't know why they wanted this fight canceled. I haven't looked into that yet, but I'll find that out. It ain't nothing to find out. They wanted this fight canceled on Showtime for whatever reason, and then after he canceled it, they didn't give him the money they promised. Jay-Z had signed off on certain paperwork. Jay-Z, Desiree, and a couple people had met with him and his family in New York. And, you know, that's how sick these people are. They'll get in your face, smile like the devil, meet with you and your family, offer you money, and you won't even get the money after you do what they ask you to do. Some real, I used to be a cartel general tactics going on here. My thing is, for you to be a snitch and be this brave, running around doing all the things that you're doing, let's put the whole game together. Ooh, MIA is back outside. Y'all, so much is going on that I might just want to finish this live in the morning, and I promise I'll go live in the morning. But I gotta have boots on the ground, and I'm missing all the overnight activity that's going on in the media world. I got articles to write. People. I'm sorry to cut this short. I will pick up right where we left off. But there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I refuse to miss it while I'm on live with you, Negroes. I'm back to the news today. I got on live later than I was supposed to because I was not feeling well. It won't happen again tomorrow. We will be live. Tune into my Twitter page at Q4QUISE for all the news that you're missing. In fact, matter of fact, less. All the socials. Cash App is on the screen. PayPal is on the screen if you want to donate. You can donate. PayPal, keys525 at yahoo.com. Cash App, keys52597. I have to change those to keeping culture alive. Twitter at Q4Keys. It's on your screen. Twitch at Keeping Culture Alive. We are going to start running the Twitch again soon. I'm going to soon just do Twitch and YouTube, and then Sundays at Twitter. I'm going to interchange it for everybody who likes different platforms at different times and things like that. Instagram at Keeping Culture Alive _. Follow, don't follow. I post on my Instagram story, but I don't really use Instagram for now. TikTok is starting tonight. It was one of the reasons why I have to get off and get the news flowing on there. But I'm happy to be back, you guys. Keys is happy to be back. This is my element. I'm good at it. I shit on niggas. I do the most work. I put out the most work. I'm the most accurate. All of my work is selling. I do a milli every time I come out. Like, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. I gotta run it for y'all real quick, just so y'all know I'm not that like I'm really, you know what I'm saying? So y'all know, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta run it down, so you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, feel me? Let me pull this real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how we started the show. This is gonna be the intro.
I'm in the club every time that they play it.
Incorporate the intro in yet because I got it added onto the streamer. But you know what I'm saying? The visual part of it. And I'm still updating the visuals, but we got the audio. Let me let y'all know who I am real quick. And this is just light. I didn't even add Larry Jackson in the intro, but I could. I think I might.
So shout out to Keys for breaking it down. Look,
It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Oh wait, where's Keys? Is Keys around?
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition. If they even play the competition, then I seen the response they get.
It's not the it factor. It's the culture factor. The way that it's just being delivered, the way that it's said.
Okay, see.
Oh, run it back.
so shout out to Keys for breaking it down. Look,
Hold on, wait. Every time I run this back, someone who don't like me dies a little inside. Run it back.
so shout out to Keys for breaking it down. Look,
It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
And when you see the final intro, this is gonna cry.
so shout out to Keys for breaking it down. Look,
It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Oh wait, where's Keys? Is Keys around?
I'm in the club every time that they play the competition. If they even play the competition, then I seen the response they get.
It's not the it factor. It's the culture factor. The way that it's just being delivered, the way that it's said.
Okay, see.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
What's up, you guys? This is Keys coming to you live from the new and improved KCA Newsroom, the spot for you to get all your hip-hop and entertainment media news as we strive together to keep culture alive. So yeah, people, once again, let me exit on a good note, let you guys, see the socials. Cash App is there if you want to donate. Make sure you subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube right now, I'm going to post a link to the live on YouTube and delete it off Twitter, so y'all going to have to come to YouTube to watch the replay. And I have some YouTube videos that I'm going to upload that aren't live, and some TikToks, and I got to go get to the news, because people, this is just day one of me being back, and, I had to kick somebody's headlights in today at Starbucks and throw some garbage on their head after they threw a bear in my face, and I said, I'm not going to go to jail for killing this thing. I'm not leaving here without shit up in, right? Because I know I'm not. I threw that garbage on his head and kicked his headlights in and didn't get touched. I don't know who this man was. But he knew not to touch me after he threw that drink on me. He was going to let me do whatever terror I wanted to do. But, yeah. Socials is up here. Follow all on there. I'm still working on the layout, but you see, the layout is coming together. We have multiple KCA newsroom. We have the breaking newsroom. We have this newsroom. We have the courtroom, which you guys haven't even seen yet. Oh, but Desiree, you'll be my first victim in the courtroom this week. You're on trial, ho. All right, you guys, thank you for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. Catch me in the AM. I am on LA time, so I would say around 10 o'clock a.m. my time, so around 1 o'clock, anywhere from noon to 2 in the afternoon East Coast time, and I promise we'll be there.